he's won some big races in the Cars Tour this year and done, some big things in the short track world. So it's cool to have him on here. But I guess, without further ado, we do have the young phenom, the up and comer, the late model winner, the winner of the South Carolina 400, Kade Brown, here on the Money Lap Live. Welcome to the show, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be
Kade,
here. Thank you, guys.
congratulations, man. What a big
Thank
win.
you. Oh yeah. No, I appreciate it.
What was that? You crossed the start finish line. So I didn't get to see the race live, but I saw some of the highlights. Big restart at the end. Josh Berry right there, I believe on the inside, and you took the lead, never looked back. That had to be satisfying.
It was very satisfying. We had a bunch of late race restarts, so we had that. It was like a 100-lap green flag run, and we did not want a yellow. We had a decent gap. We were saving tire. Like that whole run, we were just quarter throttle lifting at the flag stand, just doing what we could to save tire. And no, we did not want a yellow, and we had yellow back to back to back. I think we had like 4 or 5. And it was just tough restarts. And the first few, I had Carson Kvapil on my outside. And we chose the bottom, and we felt like that's where we wanted to be. And we learned quickly, like, the top is where you needed to be to fire off. And so that last restart, we chose the top on Kaden Honeycutt and used us up into 1 and then into 3. We repaid it, kind of did what he did to us in 1 and 3 and 4, and never really looked back from there.
Love it. That's awesome.
What we talked about, talked before you came on, we were talking about tire saving and, lifting the flag stand, and you mentioned it just now. And we love, because we're drivers and Parker and I are both really technical, we like getting into the technical side of it. And so I was excited to have you on the show and talk about late model racing and the technical aspects of it. And because I haven't done it in a while myself. And tell me about tire saving right now with those cars and Florence, and obviously you race at Hickory a lot. What are you guys doing with those cars? What's the tire fall off look like? What does it take to be able to run long runs and survive and be there at the end right now? What's that driving like?
Yeah, so it depends drastically on what racetrack you're at. Like this year, we've been better at conserving tires at like the lower grip racetracks, like places that we go like Martinsville, South Boston, like that. They have a lot of grip, and there's not much saving at all. You just try to keep it straight up off the corner, and that's really about it. But Hickory's not too bad. Just try not to slide the rears and just keep it straight. But Florence it's next level how bad it is on tires. I mean, I think it's closest to Myrtle Beach fall off wise we have right now, and it's just every lap. Like honestly, the first 150 laps of the race is just honestly kind of a waste because you're just sitting there putting around quarter throttle until someone decides to pick it up. And I mean, it's hard to let people go and get a big gap whenever they're just burning their stuff up, but you just have to know they'll come back quick.
I'll never forget the last time I ran the Snowflake 100 in Pensacola. So I qualified like 24th or something, and tire saving in that race was big for me, and as it is for everybody. It was a 100-lap race, 1 set of tires, and we there was a caution on like lap 30, and I hadn't made hardly any progress up to that point. And then the race went green from 30 to 100. So about a 70-lap green flag run. And it was just chipping away, just never going full throttle, probably never going past half throttle, and, inching my way up through the field. And then I ended up finishing second in the race. And but in the last 10 laps, there were lap cars that I was passing that were going so slow that I was coming off of turn 2, and I thought the caution was out, because I was like still only running half throttle, but just driving around these guys like they were just coming off pit road or something.
Oh yeah,
and
no, it's how it is. I mean, we had guys like I was putting around quarter throttle, and then we'd had guys we were lapping, and it's just like they're pushing hard. They were pushing hard from the jump, trying to get through the field, but they burned their tires up so much that it was just like they had nothing left. They were just dead sideways, just holding on.
Do you like racing like that? I mean, we don't race like that in NASCAR anymore. I mean, we've had a little bit of that in the past, and every once in a while you'll get a Darlington race where you're really conserving tires, and on long runs you're pedaling the car. But even in my experience in NASCAR, even my worst instance of Richmond or Darlington of tire savings or long run, it's never been anything like what you've probably went through at Florence or what I've had at Five Flag Speedway. So what do you think of that right now?
I think it definitely suits my driving style a little bit better. Since I've been in a big car, I've kind of always been on tracks that are really bad on tires. Like starting out at Myrtle Beach, like you could burn your tires off in a 30-lap limited late model race there. Like it's so bad. And Florence, I have more laps there than anywhere, and so that's just really what I'm used to. The biggest thing, like the biggest learning curve I've had, is going to these higher grip tracks where you don't have to save. Like I feel like that was the biggest thing I had to learn because it's just balls to the wall. I feel like every lap.
Mm-hmm. Where's late model racing right now? What Cars Tour? You got Dale Jr. and Kevin Harvick and Justin Marks investing in late model racing and what's going on there. You're racing. It seems very competitive. You had a huge field for the South Carolina 400 this past weekend. I mean, man, it must be quite a time to be racing at these short tracks and going up with the kinds of competition you are.
Oh, absolutely. I think late model stock racing has kind of taken off, especially like the new ownership with the Cars Tour with Junior and Harvick and all them. But Junior coming in and running these late model races, I think that does so much for really just everybody in the field. It's good exposure. It's pretty fun to be able to race like legends like that. And Josh Berry coming back. He's always been the man in a late model, but it's pretty cool to have some of those guys come back.
I hear he's pretty good. And the crowds, do you notice just like how much bigger the crowd is if Dale Jr.'s there, or does it seem like a larger, bigger, more intense crowd at times?
Oh yeah. The amount of fans that are there for Junior, it's insane. Like they say his name in driver intros and you can't even think straight. It's just everyone's going nuts.
Have you been door to door with him or raced against him one-on-one much?
Yeah, so last year actually at this same race, we raced door to door for I don't know how many laps, but I had the nose was tore off my car. Like we were not running very good, but Dale got sent to the back for some reason, and I was just driving the piss out of this thing, and he's just out there putting around. Like that was last year. This year, I think we were door to door for maybe like a lap. Whenever I tried to make it to the front to get clean air, like on that after that 100-lap caution, we were door to door for a little bit, but we've never really bang the doors off each other.
That's cool.
So I got to ask you a question because we couldn't find it. How old are you now, Cade?
I'm 17.
17. So where are you hoping to go? What's the next moves for you in your career? What does 2024 look like? Are we looking at the Snowball Derby this year possibly? I know it's supers, but I don't know if that's on your radar. Is there races you're looking at? And then what are you hoping to do in 24 and after that?
Yeah, so we're done for this year. We're just going to start regrouping and rebuilding for next year. Our plan for 24 is we're going to go full-time Cars Tour racing, plus all the big shows we can run, like the Triple Crown, Martinsville, awesome. Thanksgiving Classic. They're basically the same big shows we did this year, plus some more, and then full-time Cars Tour. And then whatever opportunities otherwise, like at the upper levels, we can find the funding for. That's always something we're looking for.
That's awesome, man. Looking forward to it. That's really cool.
Definitely.
What's your dream? NASCAR, or is that the goal at the end of all this one day?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's what I want to work for. I think no matter what, I want to race as long as I can. But I definitely want to shoot for NASCAR and having a full-time ride.
Love it.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Where do you keep your cars? Do you work on your stuff? Do you build your cars, or do you have a team? Obviously, you can't do it without a team. But what's your team like?
So I'm actually at the shop right now. I'm in a little office area we have. But I race for Matt Piercy Racing, and so I'm here. I don't know, 3-4 times a week. I'm here a lot with so I have a graphics business where I do vinyl and wraps and stuff. So I have my stuff in the office area, and I do all that, and then just go in the shop whenever, and just clean up. I'm kind of ahead of making the car look good with the graphics and keeping everything cleaned up and doing whatever else we have to do in the shop.
That's awesome, man.
It's a good skill, man. Well, first of all, congratulations. But before we let you go here today, we do have a question of the day to all our guests. So we have to pose this one to you. And basically, it's if you had the choice to attend one of these two events, which one would you choose? Both are going to be in Las Vegas, which doesn't really work for you being your age, but just bear with us. One would be the Super Bowl in Las Vegas or the Las Vegas Grand Prix that happened this past weekend. Which one would you choose to attend?
Man, that's a tough one. To be honest with you, I don't watch much of the Grand Prix stuff or like F1. I like watching NASCAR and short track stuff, just where they're racing hard. Like F1 stuff is cool. And I'm sure it'll like I would definitely say go to the Las Vegas GP just because I think that'd be cool to experience. But I really don't watch much of that when I'm free and when those races are. But yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. You're focused, man. You're doing it. You're
That's
winning.
good. That's good.
That's what
It's
matters.
like the dirt racers, man. They don't pay attention to anything outside of dirt racing too. I felt like when I was his age and I was in the same boat. It's, I knew late model racing and I knew NASCAR, and you go to any NASCAR race on any weekend and if you stumble into Christopher Bell or Kyle Larson in the driver owner lot, they're pretty much got their phone out watching Flow Racing or Dirt Vision or whatever those, whatever's broadcasting the dirt races.
It's a lifestyle.
Oh, Landon, I have a question. I have a question for you. So
What's
I
that?
remember I was racing a legend car at the summer shootout once. I remember you had a bus race at the shootout at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I don't know who it was that flipped one or knocked the fence down, but I'm pretty sure you won that. But
No, that's a good question, and I will tell you actually,
we got the trophy.
I've got the trophy right here from the bus race.
That is awesome.
So, Kate, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, that is my big win of my career recently, and I got in that bus race when I was driving for colleague, and that was a lot of fun. Won the race, and to this day, I think my kids, which I'm not going to correct them, they think it was a NASCAR race. So it was really for them.
What was the tire saving like? What was the tire saving like on that one?
Tire saving, not a whole lot of tire saving in the bus. Really a lot of focus on corner entry speed. You pretty much just fire it down in on entry, get all you can, just have it squared up for exit. Yeah, I think that's me in the pink. That might be me in the pink bus. Yeah.
We've got footage here. This is really, it looks high speed. It looks intense. The Legends race is probably a little bit cleaner than this one.
Yeah, right here.
This was
just
the most
big wide
entertaining
arc.
race than
Fire it down in. You're going to carry that left rear tire. And when you carry the left rear tire, there's no drive. It's just basically you lose all your drive right then. So, it was just bomb it into the corner and, hope you make it.
This is amazing. We need to bring this back for the Money Lap. Kay, maybe you could join us there if we put it all together. My man, congratulations once again. Thank you so much for coming on here. Look forward to seeing you go out there, win bigger races, and continue moving up, man. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Awesome.
Peace,
see you, man.
buddy. Hey there. I got a request. Can you please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon below to be alerted to when we post all this great content? And really, it's a pact, because if you do that, then we'll keep posting great content. Also, join us on Wednesdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the live show, Money Lap Live. We interview people from around the motorsports world and just talk all things motorsports. It's awesome. Join us there.